Hi, guys, and welcome to another episode of the podcast. Today, we have another very special guest joining us today, and she's one of the members of the DDC Familia. Her name is Christina. She's been in this amazing journey for over 12 months now. We've been working together for 12, 13, or I think 14 months. I don't even know. I lost count. But I really wanted her to join today and share her successful fitness journey because I've watched her grow. I've watched her succeed in this fitness journey. I've watched her push herself out of her comfort zone so much. And that's something I really want to talk about because I think it's something that it really can help you guys. If you feel like you're someone who's like stuck in your little bubble, stuck in your comfort zone, and you really want to do something or you want to do so many things, but you feel like there's something holding you back, make sure to listen to this episode because it's going to help you so much. So thank you so much, Christina, for joining us. Thank you for making the time. And I want you to tell us, like, who was Christina before you joined the program? So about 1 year ago, like, who was Christina?
Oh my gosh. Yes, firstly thank you so much for having me.
No, thank you.
Um, but 1 year before I started with you, I felt like I was really lost. I felt like I knew a lot about like nutrition and training, but I just felt like I couldn't keep myself accountable. Um, 8 weeks actually before I started with you, I joined an 8 week challenge with Coach Mark Carroll. And from there, that was actually the turning point for me. And I discovered again like a newfound passion for health and fitness. Um, but I knew after the 8 weeks, like I needed a coach. I needed someone there, just to keep the momentum going. But
Mhm.
yeah, before that, I was really lost and I was not happy with where I was at. And I just felt like I couldn't keep myself like committed and be consistent. Um, yeah, that was me. I wasn't comfortable in my own skin. I always covered up. I was very like I still am very shy, but I was very shy. Like I wouldn't talk to anyone. Um, yeah, and like big crowds, I didn't like big crowds, and yeah, it wasn't a happy place for me.
Yeah. And I feel like that just shows you like you can have all the knowledge in the world. You can, have all the knowledge about nutrition, training, rest periods, supplements, and everything. But if you are not able to hold yourself accountable, then that knowledge is pretty much gonna go to waste. There's no point of
Yeah.
you knowing everything, like reading all the books, looking up all the videos and watching all the videos if you're not applying that knowledge on yourself. Because at the end of the
Mm,
day, like if you want to reach that goal, if you want to change your body, if you want to change your mindset, you have to put in the work every single day. And I think that's something that you knew you needed. I think that was the thing that was missing for you because you have the discipline. You're so disciplined. You're so into it. Like you always do everything. Like you're on track, but you just needed that someone to help you stay on track or that someone to help you give you that structure. And I think that's something that once we start working together, that's exactly what you got, the structure, but mainly the accountability that you needed. And that little
yeah.
push, just a reminder like, hey, we're doing this now. So you just have to keep putting the work. And now it's been
Mhm.
like over 1 year and you're still here. You keep still putting in the work. Like I haven't seen you one time. Like obviously you've been struggling and that's normal, but I didn't see you or you never told me like I want to give up. This is too much for me. Like this is not for me. I just want to give up. Like even though you had some setbacks and some challenges, you always overcame them. And I think that's something that makes your journey very successful. And that's something that makes you successful. Just overcoming those challenges. It's part of
Mm.
obviously the fitness journey and any journey. And what are like, do you think some challenges or some setbacks that you found along the way that you feel like, you know, this is going on, but I need to overcome this because I need to keep pushing myself to continue working hard to reach my goals.
I think like because previously when I was with before I started with you, I fell into like unhealthy habits and that had happened for a long time. I think it was from like 2018.
Mhm.
And that's when like yeah, my training took a backseat and and then I started gaining weight and I remember like honestly like food was always on my mind. Like I would wake up and I would think about food. And then like I'll dream about food and I just felt like I couldn't stop thinking about food. It was so bad. But when I did do the eight-week challenge, and also when I signed up with you, I was already at that breaking point where I was like, nah, like there's no more excuses. Like I was just ready just to get in there 100%. Um, yeah, so I think from there, I've never wanted to go back to those ways. And that's what's just kept me disciplined, I think.
Mm.
Yeah, it's just so sorry, what was your question? Like, I'm leading into it.
Yeah, no, that's pretty much it. But it's mainly, yeah, also like setbacks. Can I just say, like, I'm getting so sweaty. It's so hot in here and my legs are getting so sweaty. But no, just like some setbacks that you found maybe along the way, not just before starting with, working together in this journey, but maybe during the journey as well. Like, is there anything that you felt maybe with work? I know at one stage work was getting too busy and it was getting too much. Was there anything else that you feel like, this is kind of like not stopping me, but holding me back a little bit from making the progress that I want to make?
I think being like I've had this conversation with you before, like just being really busy and now because I'm really like sociable now and there's just there's always social events happening. So I felt like that's kind of been like a setback for me. It's like,
Mm,
just not saying yes to everything. Because like with a lot of those events, there's like food and there's alcohol and things like that. So yeah, it's kind of just choosing,
mm,
I guess, and not just saying yes to everything, because then that puts me back in like my goals.
yeah.
And I know like it's hard for me to say no. So like if I'm putting myself in those environments, I'm likely gonna say yes.
Mm,
But I feel like my mentality has definitely it's growing and it's stronger. So when I do go into those environments, I'll choose something healthier. I kind of have a gauge on like how many calories I'm having, or like, instead of alcohol, I'll have a Coke Zero. So it's just making all those like wise decisions.
yeah.
But
I
yeah.
feel like, yeah, making those little changes make a huge difference. And I know, like, I remember, because obviously you're very sociable, and I remember something I suggested for you was have the water break. Have the water break, like drink your water
Yes.
in between drinks. Like whenever you're having alcohol, make sure you always have like a glass of water in between, so you're like aware of how much you're drinking, how fast you're drinking. Because sometimes when you don't have those water breaks and you're just like drinking nonstop, because you're too excited, because you're with people around and everyone's drinking, you're just gonna feel like drinking and drinking and drinking, and then maybe you're gonna
Hmm.
get too drunk, and then the next day we know what happened. You get the hangover, you feel tired, you feel like eating McDonald's, you feel like staying in bed all day and like not doing anything. And I feel like that pretty much like ruins your whole day or weekend
Yeah.
and your whole week, because your energy levels are just so low. But I feel like having those water breaks like allows you to get a little break in between drinks, so you can still socialize, have fun, but you don't get to that point that you're too drunk or you're drinking too much. But I
Yeah.
do know with saying yes, I think that's something, I mean, with saying no, that's something that we're still working on. I think it's something
Yeah.
that is very, very challenging. And I think it's something that is not easy to change at all, because it's more like a mindset change. It's not like a physical change that it's easier to change. It's more like something out here. Because sometimes we feel obligated to say yes to everything. And that's
Mm.
something I can relate to in the past. I feel like I'm getting better at this now, but in the past, I felt the same way. Like I will feel like I need to say yes to everyone because I didn't want to disappoint them, or I didn't want to be like, oh, what are they gonna say if I say no? Like I should better go. I should better do this. But then you kind of like reach to one point that you're like, actually, I need to think about myself first, and then if this event or whatever is happening is going to help me or benefit me, then yeah, I want to go. Well, if I really want to go, I want to go. But if I don't have the time and I need to prioritize my race time, or I need to prioritize something else, then we have to learn to say no and prioritize that something else. And do you want to share with them like what's something I suggested for you guys on, I think it was the weekend, no, last week, Friday. There was like one little tip that I gave you guys. Some like this is something that you can try next time you want to go to an event, or someone invites you to an event and you really want to say no but you feel like you want to say yes. Do you remember what I told you last week?
Yes, yeah, it was so good. So I'm always like a yes person. So whenever someone like asks me to, if I want to go, I'm like always like right there and then I'm like, yes, yeah, when is it? I'll put on my calendar. But you suggested to instead of saying yes straight away, just say, oh, let me get back to you, and then actually think about it. And then if you're happy to go after you've thought about it, like even if you just wait for like 24 hours and then get back to them and then make that decision. I think that's actually like really good, and it's definitely something that's going to help me, because I'm always like yes in the moment, and then sometimes I'm like, oh, actually, like maybe I
Why?
shouldn't have.
Yeah.
And then like, and I hate being like build up, so I won't say yes and like not turn up, so I'll always show up. But yeah, I love the idea, so definitely gonna implement that a lot
Yeah.
more.
Because I feel like that allows you, like, that gives you that time to really think about it and think about, like, do I really want to go to this place? Do I really want to go to this party? Do I really want to see these people? Because sometimes it can be like, the energy from other people. Like, do I want to have their energy, or do I want to do something else? And having that 24 hours, or like the next day, or even like this afternoon, I'll let you know tonight, or that night, having those few hours to think about it really gives you the time to reflect on that and think about, like, is this going to benefit me, yes or no? And it's like a nice polite way of saying, you're not saying yes, you're not saying no, but you're taking your time. And then you can tell them, if you want to say yes, say yes, but if you want to say no, a nice way to say no is just be like, maybe not this time, but I promise you I'll come next time, or I promise you we can do something in the next 2 weeks or whatever. And that's just like a nice way of saying no, but in a different way, and something you guys can work on if you feel like you're someone who's also struggling with this. Like, if you're watching this, or if you're listening to this, apply this. Trust me, this is something that can work. And I really want to talk about some things that you've done to push yourself out of your comfort zone. Because I remember when you joined, something that you told me is that you were really embarrassed to wear shorts. That's something that even like summertime, you would never wear shorts because you just didn't like the way your body looked. You didn't like the way your legs looked. And after a few months, working on this, you're now wearing shorts. It's summertime, you're able to wear shorts. You feel confident and comfortable wearing shorts. What do you think, what's that change in mindset that you were like, actually, what? Let's just wear this pair of shorts.
Yeah, I think I'm comfortable in my own skin now. Like I love my body. I love seeing it transform. Yeah, and I'm just, like I said, I'm just so comfortable in my own skin now. So yeah, I never ever used to wear shorts. Like I hated my legs so much. Um, and that's because I'd put on like a lot of weight. So prior to 2018, like I was fit, and then from 2018 to like 2022, that's when I got into like those unhealthy habits and put on heaps of weight. So yeah, I didn't like the way that my body looked, and I was very embarrassed. So I'd always cover up, like, and I'd always wear like even long t-shirts. But now, yeah, I feel like, even though like I'm not where like I guess like the end goal where I want to be in terms of like the way that my body, like where I want it to be. um I love my body, and so that's given me so much more confidence. So yeah, I wear shorts now. I wear like just sports bras at the
Yeah.
gym, and like honestly, I had never ever thought I would do that. Like that's just not me. Like even prior, like I've just never ever done it. Even when I was at my fittest, I'd never done it. So yeah, I just like, since being with you, I've, yeah, just changed the way that the way that I think. And yeah, I just love myself so much more, and I've loved seeing me grow and my body change. And yeah, and even like just with that has come like a lot more confidence. And it's in like every aspect really of my life. Like it's just, yeah, it's incredible what this journey does. And I'm so freaking grateful for it. And I just don't want to go back. I never ever want to go back.
You will never go back, don't worry.
Oh
I'm
my
telling you,
gosh.
you never go back. I feel like you already built like those habits. Like you've made lifestyle part of you, like part of your lifestyle. You made, fitness, training, eating healthy, knowing what to eat, how to socialize, with alcohol and all those drinks. I feel like you've learned pretty much everything. And it's something that you keep applying on a daily basis, on a weekly basis. And it's something that is helping you also change your mindset. Because something I always say to you guys is like, fitness is not just about the physical changes that you make. It's more about the mindset changes that you make. And that's why I love fitness so much, because it can truly help you to boost your confidence. It can help you push yourself out of your comfort zone, do those things that maybe before you were so afraid of doing, and now like you do them, like wearing shorts or wearing crop tops at the gym, or wearing your leggings and crop tops, something you've never done before, or even like making friends at the gym, again, something you've never done before. And like now you have that little confidence to make those friends, and like you're not afraid about talking to people. But tell us about that experience, because I remember you told me like you were so excited to me, like, hey, I just made a friend at the gym, this happened. And I was like, yes, this is amazing, because I can tell you like you're really working on this.
Yeah, like I'm normally like just like headphones on, don't talk to anyone, head
Yeah.
down.
That's me.
Like one of those ones.
Yeah.
Um, but like yeah, I guess like going to the gym and things like that, you kind of get used to like people, like the same people that go around the same time and things like that. And yeah, there's just been like really lovely people that will just approach you, and um they'll just like compliment you, and they'll just talk about your journey and things like that. And then from there you just you spark up conversation. And then and then I've just been messaging like heaps of the girls from the gym, and we've just been making plans to meet and work out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's been so good, because like I feel like I have like different groups of friends, but I've never really had like fitness friends, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's been so good being able to make those connections and those relationships, and yeah, and keeping each other accountable as well. But yeah, definitely like I'd never ever like talk to people at the gym. So
Yeah.
yeah, now I just have the confidence just to like stop being a weirdo and looking down all the time, look up and look around at people. Like,
Yeah.
so yeah,
Yeah.
definitely like growing like in that way as well, in that sense. So yeah, it's just crazy what fitness does, and yeah, like what health does for you. Like it just changes your whole life. Like it literally
Mhm.
does. And you'll never know unless you do it, unless you go through it. And man, like you never want to go back. So
Amen.
yeah,
100%. Yeah.
far out.
That's why like it's a journey. That's what we say, fitness
Yeah.
journey, because it's truly a journey. Like it's truly like a whole experience that you experience. It's a whole everything. Like there's lots of ups and downs, so many things that you learn, so many things that you learn about yourself as well that you didn't know you were able to do. And I can relate so much about you in the gym, because I was exactly the same. I would be like that girl, just with her headphones on. I wouldn't look at anyone. I wouldn't talk to anyone. It was just me in the gym and like no one else. I'm like, I'm not
Yeah.
talking to anyone. I'm just going there, getting my workout done, nothing else. But then, yeah, you get to a point where you're like, I don't know, like I want to try
Stop
something.
being weird
Yeah, it's okay to
and
look.
talk to people.
Yeah,
And like
it's
you said, like you've told me, like no one's looking at you, like,
mm,
bro, like just calm
yeah,
down, like,
yeah,
and just it's fine. So like you don't need to be
yeah.
like intimidated, like, and that's what I've like learned. Like you're not the main character. Like
Mhm.
just do your thing. Everyone's doing their thing. Like, and that's what I've learned. And that's what makes me feel like even more confident. Like it's okay. Just do your thing, talk to people, like just be an adult.
Just
Grow
be
the hell
adult.
up.
Yeah, I think, yeah, because it can be so intimidating, because you go to that big space, to that big gym by yourself, if you're training by
Yeah.
yourself, and you take yourself to the gym, and then there's pretty much so many people, and you feel like they're looking at you. You feel like they're talking about you, but we know that's
Yeah.
not the case. Like we know that people
Mm.
don't talk about you. Like people don't know you unless it's obviously someone that you know. But even if it's someone that you know, everyone just they're just thinking about their own problems in their head. They're thinking about
Yeah.
the day, or they're thinking about what am I going to have for dinner tonight. Like there's
Yeah.
just so many things going on in someone's mind, and we just overthink too much. That's a problem. Like we overthink too much,
Yes.
and that can be something that can truly hold us back from going to the gym, from starting with this fitness journey, because you tell yourself, this is getting too much, I need to take myself to the gym, but I really don't want to do it. I don't know what to wear. I don't like what I'm wearing. It's just like blah 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 blah, and like too many ideas in your
Mm-hmm.
mind. But It's just all in your mind. Trust me. This is the
It
only everything is
is.
happening. Like nothing in the real world, it's happening. That little world, that little bubble that you have is just up here and nothing else. And I know
Yeah.
it's obviously we know that it's challenging because we have both overcome that challenge of like pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, talking to people at the gym, or just looking at people in their faces when you're at the gym, or like
Yeah.
can I use this machine? Or like, are you using this machine? Like those little things like that, that for some people, they might not find it challenging. But for other people like us, we used to find it very challenging. But it has to be one of those things that if you want to get better at that, or if you want to break that barrier, you have to push yourself. And even though it's very challenging at the moment, like the first moment, or even the first few times that you talk to people or do something different, it is challenging because you're going to feel like, what am I doing? Like, this is not something I will normally do. But the more you do it, the easier it gets. And then it's just gonna get easier. And then it's gonna get easier. And then you're gonna feel so comfortable that it's gonna be much, much easier for you to just go to the gym, talk to people, say hi to your friends from the other side of the gym, wave at them, like take a selfie at the gym, do something that you maybe didn't do before. So I challenge you guys, if you're listening to this, I challenge you to do something that is gonna push you out of your comfort zone. Just one thing, like don't do everything at once. Just pick one thing that is really bothering you, or something that you truly want to do, but you feel like there's something holding you back. Do it, and then DM me or Christina and let us know how it goes, because we want to know more about you. And now tell us more about like motivation, because I know you're very disciplined, but discipline and motivation, obviously it's two different things. What are some things that you're doing, or some things that help you stay motivated? Because I know that motivation is not always there. There are times that you just feel like, I don't want to stay on track with the meal plan. I don't want to go to the gym, especially with cardio. I know that's something that you used to struggle with, but now you get all your cardio sessions done. You get all your weight training done. Like, what tools do you use, or what things do you use to help you stay motivated?
Yeah. So I always I mentioned, I always think I do not want to go back to what I was. So that always like having that at the back of my head, that helps me. Be motivated. I think just because I have my goals. So I write down my goals, and my goals always change
Mhm.
as well, like from short term to long term. So having that in mind also keeps me motivated because I want to reach those goals. But there's also times where I'm like literally not motivated, but I know that like, you know, consistency and being disciplined, that's what's like gets results. So yeah, I don't always rely on motivation, but having my goals, that it does help.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's good because like even being like straight up with you as well. So when I was having like when I wasn't doing my cardio, I would message you, and you actually gave me some good tips. Like you would be like, "Well, do it like you can do it in the beginning." Because
Mhm.
what I would do is I would like leave it to the end, and then I'm like, "Oh no, I'm tired. I want to go home."
Mhm.
So yeah, I don't know. I think it's just being like transparent as well with your coach if you have one. But yeah, just write down your goals, keep track. Um, yeah, and you're not, there's just know that motivation won't always be there. But yeah, having like consistency and discipline will get you the results that you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds so simple, like consistent and disciplined, but it's literally that simple. Like whatever goal you want to achieve, like as long as you're consistent, as long as you stay disciplined, it doesn't matter. Honestly, it doesn't matter what it is that you want to achieve. But if you just put in the work every single day, and if you keep trying, even if there's like maybe one week it wasn't the best, you didn't do your cardio, whatever, but try again the next week. You have the following week to try again. As long as you don't give up and you just stay consistent, you'll get to your end goal sooner or later. Obviously, we don't know how long it's going to take.
Yeah.
We cannot predict exactly. It's gonna be in 3 months time, you're gonna get the body that you want, you're gonna be on that state, whatever. But just be consistent, stay disciplined, and you will reach your goals sooner or later. And I feel like you're also motivating so many people, because so many of your friends have joined the program. They're in the program now, they're also in their own fitness journey. And when I always ask a question like, did someone refer you, or like, did you just find me on Instagram or whatever? And I wouldn't say most of them, but so many of them have told me, like, Christina, she's my friend. I've been watching her grow. I've been watching her fitness journey.
Mm.
And yeah, I just want to remind you, like, you're motivating so many people. You're motivating so many girls to start with their own fitness journey. And I feel like there's nothing more beautiful than that, than motivating other people to start with fitness journey, because I know that fitness is something that can change someone's life so, so much. It can change someone's mindset so much, and it can bring them so much joy. It can take them out of that dark place that maybe they are in right now, or they were before. So if you are wanting to start with your fitness journey, don't wait too long to get it started. Get it started right now. And something else that you mentioned is be honest with your coach. Like if you're working with one, be honest with your coach. Because I know sometimes we hold something back, or we're like too embarrassed to talk to our coach because we feel like, what are they gonna say? What if they're gonna judge me? What if they're gonna tell me off? But do you feel like, were there any times that you feel like, I don't want to tell her this, like what is she going to think about me, or what is she going to say if I tell her the truth? Like, were there any times that you felt that way?
From day one, I was always like, I'm going to be honest with you, because like if I'm not getting somewhere, like if I'm not seeing some type of results, like I feel like you're going to know anyway. So like it's, I don't know, I think like when you have a coach in that relationship, you need to be like really transparent. So I think in the beginning, because before I joined with you, I did have like a coach like years and years before, and I didn't really have a good experience. When I was honest, she like got really angry. But I just, yeah, I said to myself that I'm going to be honest with you. If this is going to work, this relationship, I have to be. And like obviously you're going to help. There's going to be like you're going to give me tips and tricks. Like, so yeah, no, I've always been like I was nervous, I think in the beginning, like to be like transparent, but I just said to myself that I would, because that's what's going to help me get to where I want to be.
Yeah.
If yeah, so nah, and then ever since then you've always taken it fine. You've just helped me, and then you've given me advice, you know. So it's actually benefited me more, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and I really appreciate it, because I love when people are being honest, because there's nothing worse, like you said, like you can tell by pictures. Even if you're hiding something, you can hide whatever you want from your coach, but pictures speak louder than words. And like if you're not making progress for like 2 months straight, or like 3 months straight, then obviously there's something going on. And like we can only help you with the information that you're giving us. And if you're not giving us everything, then how can we change something, or how can we give you the best advice to help you reach those goals? And something else I always tell you guys is like, work with someone that you feel comfortable with. Work with someone that you can relate to, because if you don't have that relationship with your coach, because I always say it's all about relationships. Like this is not a romantic relationship, obviously, but it's still a relationship, because you have to have that trust in your coach. You have to have that, yeah, enough trust to be able to tell them however you feeling or whatever's going on, and be able to be honest with them, be transparent, because at the end of the day, the only one who's going to benefit from this is you, not your coach, but it's you, because you're doing this for yourself. You're working on this goal for yourself. You have those goals that you want to achieve. You want to lose body fat, you want to gain muscle mass, you want to change your mindset, whatever it is that you want to do. Or even if you have a different coach for something else, just be transparent with that coach, and just pick someone that you can relate to, and someone that you can be fully transparent with. And if you can say something to your younger self, like Christina when she was 18 or 20 or whatever, what's something, just one thing that you will say to her? Take your time, no rush.
I would probably say that like anything is possible. And yeah, just to believe in yourself. Because I feel like a lot of times I've been very fearful to start the journey again as well. Um, and I didn't think that what I've achieved now, that I could ever do that. So yeah, just to believe in yourself, to keep going. Yeah, anything's possible. Like, and even if you can't see it now, like keep working towards it. But yeah, it's like I'm still like in awe of what I've achieved through you. And like I know I couldn't have done it without you, without a coach, you know? So I'm forever grateful. I'm so happy.
Yeah, and I'm so happy to be part of this journey. I think that's something I always tell you. I'm so happy to be part of your successful fitness journey, because it's just nice. Like for me as a coach, just to be part of this journey, be able to see you grow, be able to see you push yourself out of your comfort zone. Because again, it's something that you can apply in so many other areas of your life, not just to your fitness life, but also to your career. to your relationship with other
Mm.
people. And it changes everything. It just changes your whole world. It changes literally everything. And what about, like, what's one advice that you will give to someone who is watching this or listening to this and they really want to get started with the fitness journey, but maybe they feel like right now is not the right time, or they feel like they have too much going on and they just want to wait for things to get better to then get started with the fitness journey?
Yeah, I would just say like you are your greatest asset. Like put yourself first. Like if you need support, reach out to someone, do your research if you're looking for a coach, ask questions. Yeah, like you said, find someone that you can gel with, find someone that would be like the best fit for you. Um, yeah, I would just say do it and don't be fearful. Like I know it's easier said than done, but like you won't regret it. Like you honestly won't regret it. And you would have been happy that you've started now than waiting like a year or two down the line, you know? Like imagine what you can achieve in that time. So yeah, I would just say start, and if you need help, like yeah, just reach out. Like obviously like Danny's here, you can reach out to her if you want to hear more about like my fitness journey, or if there's anything that I can help you with. I'm more than happy to have a conversation with you. um but yeah, I just say just do it. Just like
Mm.
there's nothing to lose. There's literally nothing to lose. So yeah, put yourself first.
Yes, put yourselves first. And like there's, like Christina said, like there's absolutely nothing to lose. The only thing that's gonna happen is that you're gonna gain so many things, you're gonna learn so many things,
Mm.
and it's gonna be honestly the most beautiful experience. It's not gonna be easy, of course, but it's gonna be one of the most beautiful experience that it's gonna happen to you, because again, you're gonna learn so many things. And I feel like I keep repeating myself every single podcast, but keep it simple. It's all the simple stuff that's gonna help you get there. It's just the consistency, the hard work, is starting right now, like not waiting for the perfect moment to get it started. Especially now around Christmas, people are waiting for next year, the New Year's resolution to get it started. Yeah, I'll just wait, let me enjoy my Christmas treats and then I'm gonna get it started. But just think about this, like Christmas is always gonna be happening. Christmas, it's every single year. Why not start now to learn how you can deal with deal with those situations, so like eat better around Christmas time, how to handle those situations better, because it's a lifestyle. What we're doing right now, what Christina is doing, it's a lifestyle. She's not seeing this as a 12 weeks program or something that, this is a very strict diet that I have to follow. If I don't follow this, I'm gonna gain too much fat or whatever. It's literally a lifestyle. It's all the changes that she's been doing on a daily basis for the past 14 months that we've been working together, or even more. I don't even know. I think it's been longer than that. But it's just those little changes that helps you see and get the progress that you want to get. And like you say, like Christina said, like maybe you don't see the picture now, or you're not reaching your goals now, but as long as you don't stop, you're gonna get there and you're gonna reach those goals. And I know you have some amazing goals that you want to achieve. And I know especially one that I don't know if you want to talk about it, but there's one specific one that I know it's going to happen. We don't know when, but I know it's happening very, very soon. And I'm just so excited for you to make that happen, because I know you're just going to be amazing. And I know that you're going to work so hard for that. And I know that you're going to give your 100%. So I have no doubt that if that happens, it's going to be amazing. But even if if it doesn't happen, you're still going to continue with this journey, which is an amazing thing. And also reach out to Christina on Instagram, and please follow her on her Instagram so you can watch her fitness journey. What's your Instagram? Share with us so they can follow you.
Oh, what is my Instagram? It's
You've got too
CT.
many.
Yeah, I was like, oh. So it's CT_fit_. Yeah. Or you'll probably find me on Danny's Instagram somewhere.
Yeah, I'll also put the link if you're watching this or watching this or listening to this. The links will be in the description. So just click there and it will take you directly to Christina's Instagram. Make sure to follow her. And if you enjoyed this episode, make sure to share it on your social media and tag me at Daniela Del Carpio. Thank you so much, Christina, for being here. Thank you so much for sharing your journey with everyone. I know for sure that this is going to help so many people that are wanting to start with fitness journey, or waiting for that perfect moment, or that they just needed that wake up call to be like, okay, now is the time to make something happen. Find a coach, find someone that you can relate to, find someone that you like, find someone that you can truly connect with, And that's going to make a huge difference on your journey and just your life in general. But thank you so much, Christina, once again. Thank you guys for watching or listening to this. If you're listening to the podcast, share this on your social media. And as I always say, don't ever stop believing in yourself. Ciao.